Hey guys, right, today I'm going to be making these stamping decals and they're really easy to do, and I'm going to be making them out of CND VINYLUX today and embedding them into shellac. So if you want to know how to do these, then just stay tuned. Okay, so you'll be needing a couple of stampers, or if you've only got the one, that doesn't matter, and a conad scraper. I'm doing my base colours in CND Shellac today with Silver Chrome and Locket Love. And then any colours that you want in CND VINYLUX, and of course the CND VINYLUX top coat as well. Right, now of course we'll be stamping an image, so I've gone for 2 images today because I've got 2 stampers. So I'm just going to do this sort of sugar skull here. See that? And that's BM, that's Bundle Monster 413, if you wanted to know that. And I'm also going to be using the Bridal Plate 06 from MoU London, and I'm going to be using this heart shape here. Okay, so I'm going to be stamping on my conad stamper first, and I'm just going to be using conad black special polish. So I'm just going to get the image onto there quickly. Okay, so there's my sugar skull. So let's put that to one side, and then I'm going to get my heart shape onto my other stamper, and I'm going to be doing that in black as well. There we go. Now we're just going to be filling these in with VINYLUX. I'm going to decant some on a tile and I'll meet you back. Okay, so I just decanted a few colours. I've got Cream Puff, Wildfire and Gilded Pleasure in VINYLUX, and I've just got a really small detail brush. And all we're going to do, I've just changed this by the way because I wasn't happy with the other one, so I've changed it to this skull instead. And all we're going to do is fill in the lines really sort of randomly. And you need to work fairly quick because the VINYLUX will dry really quickly. And it doesn't matter if you go outside the lines because we're going to be reversing the image. So I'm just going to just add some colour into the spaces like this. Wipe your brush out in between because VINYLUX dries really quickly, so you don't want it to get stuck in your brush. So yeah, you can choose whatever colours you want, whatever image you want. It's all about just being creative and having fun. So I hope you can see this, guys, what I'm doing. I'm just really just making this up as I go along. Yes, as I say, it doesn't matter if you go outside the lines because we're going to be reversing the image anyway. Right, so I think I've filled that in as much as I can. So I'm just going to set that aside to dry. So I'm just going to get my other one and do exactly the same thing. Right, this one I'm going to put over the Locket Love, so I'm not going to put any gold in that. I'm just going to do white and red. I'm trying to do this quickly, but obviously you can spend a bit more time on it than I am. You don't have to use VINYLUX. I'm just doing it because I use CND products. So you can use acrylic paint, which obviously, you know, things like portrait stamps would be really cool, like with sort of flesh coloured acrylic paints. That would look really good. Okay, so I think you get the idea, so I'll just quickly finish this one off camera. Okay, so these are dry now, so I'm just going to go in with the top coat. And you just want to cover the image. And I like to just leave a small rim around the edge. Just so I don't have to do much cutting when I put it onto the nail. I don't need to cut around the edge. So there's that one. I'm just putting in focus for you. There you go. Okay, so all that's left to do now is to just let those dry, and it only takes 8.5 minutes for this to dry. So I'll come back when that's done. Okay, so that's totally dry now and that's set. You can see that. So what I'm going to do now is carefully with my CND spatula just loosen it, and what I do, I tend to press around on the rubber like this and just slide it gently under, and it should come away really, really easily. Like this. And the good thing about this is that you can make these in advance. So say you wanted this on all 10 fingers, you can make them in advance and then just apply them when you wanted to. Right, I've just left a little bit on there so it stays on there. And I'm just going to get my colour pop, and this is 2 coats of silver chrome cured tacky layer is still on there. So I'm going to switch to my tweezers and then just pull that off gently. And then I'm going to reverse it round. So you've got the black lines on this side. And then I'm just going to embed it into the shellac. And I'm just going to find my hoof stick. And I'm just going to smooth it out with my hoof stick like this. Yeah, so I've done a very thin layer around the outside. If it was any more, if it was hanging over, you can just trim it to fit. But I've tried to minimise that by just doing a thin layer of top coat around the outside. Well, I've done a rubbish job of actually painting that in the middle, but you get the idea. So there's that one. And then here's the other one. So I'm going to do exactly the same thing. And just pull it off like that. So I've done 2 coats, Locket Love, the same cured. And then pull that off like that. And then reverse it. So you've got the black lines on the outside. And then put that into the tacky layer. And then just smooth it out. Well, I've got a tiny bit hanging over there, if you can see. So I'm just going to go in with my scissors and trim that up. It's not a problem doing that. And there we go. And then all you need to do is add your CND Shellac top coat. Like this, and seal in all the edges, etc. And then you just cure that for 2 minutes. Okay, so those are the decals done, and apart from my rubbish painting, they've come out really well and they embed in shellac like a dream. So really, really easy to do. What you can also do, if you don't have more than one stamper laying around and you wanted to do a few, you can use this paper which comes off of the backing from nail forms, and use the shiny side. And what I would do is paint a layer of this first and then wait for it to dry and then stamp on top. Do exactly the same procedure, colouring in, and then finish again with the top coat so it's sandwiched in. Because what you could do is just paint quite a lot and then do 10 stamps at one time and let them all dry, rather than doing it on a stamper. But obviously for accent nails, just with one stamper, really easy to do. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and if you've got any requests or anything, I'm on Instagram. I'm at @TheRealMrsGray. Just let me know, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.